Okay, I'm recording again about my journal. And I was thinking a little bit about parenting. Nowadays, there are so many books, so many things related to parenting. Some of them are quite pleasant and they touch the basics, and in some cases, they teach you something, but others are total rubbish. It's like this, there's no formula to parenting because its family is different, its child is different, and above all, you have to adjust to the conditions, to the situations. When you're parenting little children, it's easier because you start to, they basically follow everything that you say, and they basically, as long as you have their respect. One of the things that I strongly believe is that you need to teach your children first to respect you. Okay? Why? There's no love without respect. If they respect you, they love you. Simple as that. Same as in a couple. If there's respect among the two, there's love, and love will get stronger. If there's no respect, even that like that you have for the other person will go away. That's the same thing with children. They may like you, but they will only learn how to love you if they respect you. To gain respect, you need to respect them. But that doesn't mean that you have to let them do everything that they want. Sometimes, although they have the, like, let me go a little bit back. Although the children, they have like the freedom of choice, they can choose whatever. Many times, us as parents, we need to cut that freedom. We need to take away that freedom. Why? Because we need to guide them. And sometimes in the guidance, we have to interfere with their freedom of choice. That's one. But when they get older, especially teenagers, pre-teenagers, and all that, before they become adults, that's when headaches start. Why? Because they get to a phase that usually I call it stupidity age or stupidity phase. Why? Simply because of this. Because usually during that, let's say, starting at 10, 12, around that, till 18, usually they know everything. That's what they think. They know everything. They are invincible. They can do whatever. And that their parents don't know anything. Just their friends know all things because they are the same age. They know everything. And they are not understood by their parents because their parents are old and they don't understand what youth goes through. They don't understand the dilemmas that young people have and all that drama. Okay. The reality is this. Yes, they have that mentality usually. Not all of them. There are exceptions. In everything there are exceptions. But usually they have that kind of mentality because they are dealing with a lot. That's the truth. They are dealing with a lot. They are dealing with their transformation, their body transformation, their mind transformation. Because at this point they are transitioning from child to manhood or womanhood. So they are becoming adults, and in that process they start to see the changes in their body, the physical changes in their body, but also there's emotional changes. There are psychological changes that they have, and sometimes that's hard, and it's hard for them. It's a hard period for them. This is why they struggle a lot to understand what's going on. They are in that phase of children. They are children with basically adult body. It's the same like if a child had a body of an adult. It's like that. And this is difficult for them. It's difficult for the parents because the parents, they need to try to understand that the situation that they are going through, and they need to soften up the blow basically. But this doesn't mean that you have to let them do all that they want. Everyone in the world, they need to learn to hear no. They have to learn to deal with rejection. Many times as parents, we tell them, do whatever you want, and we let them do whatever they want, and we don't reprimand them. We don't tell them, stop, you're doing something wrong, because we are afraid of offending them, or we are interfering with their freedom, or all that things. No, we need to do it. As I said in some time ago, many people that say that you cannot, when you're correcting a child, you cannot slap the child, you cannot put them in timeout, you cannot do this, cannot do that. Okay, gonna tell you this. Rubbish. Why it's rubbish, that talk? Because each person is different. Each person has a different understanding of things. So what happens is like this. Like us adults, okay? How many times we make the same mistake over and over and over again? People say, don't do that. And we keep on doing it, until we face the consequences. Sometimes the consequences is what? Sometimes someone will punch us in the face because we don't listen to what they are saying. So we get a punch in the face. Then we understand, oh, I shouldn't have gone that far. With children, the same thing. Some people listen when you talk to them. Some don't. Some people, they need to have a physical punishment or physical consequence of their action to be able to understand that they are making a mistake. It doesn't matter if it's a child or an adult. Sometimes it needs to be done there. Now, there's a big difference between punishing someone for a mistake that made and mistreating the person or abusing the person. Okay? Let's see. Let's say that you have a child, okay, or a teenager that is stealing. Let's say, steal stuff. Okay? You talk to them, they say, yeah, yada, 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 but they keep on doing it. Talk to them again, they yada, 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 do it again. You're talking over and over and over again. They don't listen to what you're saying. Okay, so next step. Okay, you start to take stuff out. Stuff that they like. But they keep on doing the same thing. What's your next step? Well, I took everything, given them out, put them in the room. They cannot leave, they cannot do this, they cannot do that, but every chance that they have, they keep on stealing. Okay, what's next step? Yeah, depending on the age of the person, you can take it to the police, charge them with robbery, or you can correct the child or the teenager. How can you do that? Well, sometimes a slap in the palm of the hand for them to feel it's enough. Sometimes you need to be more drastic and really slap hard in their hands and in their bum. When I say slap hard, I'm not saying beating them till they stay all blue or just enough for them to feel the pain and understand that the wrong thing that they did will cause them pain. Just enough for that. It's not beating the hell out of them till they become blue because you beat them so hard, or let them pass out or stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying just enough for them to feel the pain, just feeling a little bit of pain to understand that this causes pain. But as I said, each child, each person is different. Some people, they just understand this way. Some of them understand when you talk. So for each person, you need to behave differently. If you're raising a child, for each child, you need to understand their behavior. And that's it.